Let me tell you something most people never realize. The world doesn't reward kindness. It rewards perceived value. And value is created by absence. I didn't believe this either, until I lived it. I was always available, quick replies, always listening, always adjusting. And the more available I became, the less important I felt. No urgency, no priority, no respect. Then I stopped, and the way people treated me changed, fast, not because I became better, but because I became less accessible. The psychology of availability. There's a concept in psychology called scarcity principle. It says, humans assign higher value to things that are limited or hard to access. This isn't opinion. It's backed by decades of research in behavioral psychology. That's why limited editions feel premium. Busy people feel important. Rare attention feels addictive. Your availability works the same way. When you're always reachable, your time feels cheap, even if you're priceless. Why people start caring only after you pull back. Here's the uncomfortable truth. People don't consciously disrespect you. Their brain just adapts to your availability. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. The brain gets used to what's constant. Your presence becomes background noise. But the moment you change the pattern, reply slower, say no, disappear sometimes, the brain notices. And what the brain notices, it starts valuing again. Why your absence feels louder than your presence. There's another study-backed effect called loss aversion. Humans feel the pain of loss about twice as strongly as the pleasure of gain. So when you're always there, people don't feel anything. But when you're suddenly not, they feel discomfort, confusion, a subtle anxiety. Not because they miss you, but because they feel the loss of access. That's when attention shifts. You were never boring. You were too accessible. This part hurts. Many people think, I need to be more interesting. I need to give more. I need to try harder. No, you were over-available. Over-availability signals, low boundaries, high tolerance, low perceived self-value. The brain reads this silently. No one says it out loud, but everyone responds to it. What happens when you stop explaining yourself? When you stop being available, something strange happens. You stop explaining. You stop justifying. You stop chasing understanding. And this triggers a psychological gap. Silence creates cognitive dissonance. People start filling the gap themselves. Are they busy? Did I mess up? Why do they feel different now? And whatever people have to think about starts to matter more. The people who stay versus the people who leave, this is the hardest part. When you stop being available, some people get angry, some disappear, some suddenly respect you. This reveals a truth most people avoid. Some relationships survive on access, not connection. When access is gone, so are they, and that's not loss, that's clarity. This is not a game, it's self-respect. Let me be clear. This is not manipulation. This is not playing hard to get. This is not becoming cold. This is boundary restoration. Psychologists agree. Healthy boundaries increase perceived competence, confidence, and respect. You don't need to be distant. You just need to be selective. The internal shift that changes everything. The biggest change isn't external, it's internal. When you stop being available, you stop seeking validation. You stop reacting emotionally. You reclaim mental space. And when you start treating your time as valuable, other people adjust automatically. No speech required, no confrontation needed. Energy teaches what words never could. The final truth: people don't respect words, they respect patterns. And your pattern taught them how to treat you. Change the pattern, and everything changes. Not overnight, but permanently. You don't need to disappear, you just need to stop being endlessly reachable, because access is power. And not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. If this felt heavy, that's growth. If this felt personal, that's awareness. And if this made you uncomfortable, you're finally seeing the truth. And for more such videos, subscribe to our channel. You won't regret it.